In this video, we're going to be talking about the massive new announcement of Grok 2.0 for Twitter, or known as now X. It has come out, and in the last few days it has been announced. It has been an absolute game changer, mostly with people speaking about its ability now to create AI images, which are absolutely phenomenal and arguably are right up there competing with the best with Midjourney and Leonardo and other ones like that. And whilst I'm going to talk about AI image generation in this video, I'm going to make a separate video that goes specifically only into AI image generation with Grok 2.0. So in this video, what I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to give an overall overview, building upon the last video that I did about Grok about 2 months ago. So I asked Grok directly, what are its new improvements? What has been added to it? What's worthy of me speaking about? What is basically the new things to shout about other than the AI image generation? And it gave me a great answer. It has an enhanced contextual understanding. So it has a better grasp of context. What means it basically gives better nuanced answers, more correct answers, and also it has a better interpretation of what you're saying. So it has an ability to basically take what you've said, give it a better understanding and a better understanding with the depth of what it can say as well, which is pretty incredible. It has improved reasoning capabilities, a broader knowledge base. Whilst it still doesn't have real-time access to the web, it has internal knowledge because effectively all of the news, which is what makes Grok stand out because it's built directly into X itself, Twitter, is that it has real-time access to what people upload to it from its actual user base, which is what makes it unique compared to the other chatbots out there. It has better conversational flow, advanced AI image generation, which I just said, and it also has increased autonomy in decision-making, enhanced privacy and security, which I thought was quite interesting, user feedback integration, which I also thought was pretty good. I've been designed to learn from user interactions more effectively, which means I can adapt and improve my responses based on what users find helpful or not. So that's pretty cool that it can do that. I like this one, I'm not gonna lie. Number 9, reduced wokeness. I strive to be maximally truthful and avoid answers that might be considered overly politically correct or woke. This is in line with providing straightforward, factual, and sometimes humorously blunt responses, which again, I think you know where I stand with this sort of stuff right now. Personally, instead of fitting with the narrative or trying to give different perceptions of history or this or that like Google Gemini did, and I actually made a video about that, it just gives an answer as it is. So that's great, and that is automatically putting it a cut above the rest in terms of its competition. And then finally, number 10 is energy efficiency. Not directly noticeable by users, but I'm now more energy efficient, which is good for the environment and for XAI's operational costs, whatever that may be. So I guess that's just good along and across the board. Then also along with that, like ChatGPT with its new update that recently came out, the 4.0 model, it also has the 4.0 mini. So Grok 2.0 also has that same sort of layout. It has Grok 2.0, but then it has Grok 2 mini. And there's a bit of a difference, but it sort of follows the same sort of setup as ChatGPT does, like I said. But again, I asked Grok directly, what does it do? What is the difference between Grok 2 and Grok 2 mini? And this is what it said. So this is the full features of Grok 2. Grok 2 is the full upgraded version with all the bells and whistles. It includes enhanced contextual understanding, improved reasoning capabilities, broader knowledge base, better conversational flow, ability to generate images, and it says in brackets once per conversation. I think that just means the amount it can create from one prompt. So for example, with Midjourney, you can create up to 4 images. With this, it'll just create one with the prompt. So that's what I think it means, at least anyway. But it has increased autonomy in decision making, enhanced privacy and security measures, user feedback integration for continuous improvement, reduced wokeness in responses. The performance is designed for more complex queries, longer conversations, and handling a wide array of topics with depth. Resource usage typically requires more computational power due to its extensive capabilities, which makes sense. And then the Grok 2 mini, so this says it's streamlined. Grok 2 mini is a more compact version designed for lighter use cases, basic contextual understanding, but not as deep as Grok 2. simplified reasoning capability suitable for straightforward questions, narrower but still useful knowledge base, basic conversational flow, less nuanced than Grok 2, no image generation capabilities, less autonomy, follows more predefined response patterns, basic privacy and security but not as robust as Grok 2, limited ability to learn from user feedback. The performance though, ideal for quick, simple queries where deep analysis or creativity isn't necessary. Resource usage, more energy efficient and requires less computer power, making it suitable for devices with lower specs for environments where resource usage is a concern. So again, I really like that. I think that is just really cool, and I like just how transparent it is. But it also gives better results. It also has a more better nuance of how it gives answers and what it knows. So whilst there are many different ways to test that and see how you could actually gauge that, I wanted to make it fair and actually use ChatGPT 4.0. I basically said to it, if we jump into my laptop here, what is one of the most complex questions I can ask a chatbot to see how good it is, to see how good its response is? And it said one of the most complex questions you can ask a chatbot to basically assess its capabilities is right here. So this is the question, and I'll read it out quickly. Given the current advancements in AI and biotechnology, how should society balance the ethical implications of AI-driven genetic enhancements in humans with the potential benefits in terms of disease prevention and cognitive enhancement, while ensuring that such advancements do not exacerbate existing social inequalities or create new forms of discrimination? So there we go. This is the question. This is the direct question that I asked. You can see it right here. Pause it and read it if you want. And this is the answer. Now, it did answer it, but I don't know how to judge that if it's a good result or good answer or not. So I then went back straight into ChatGPT, and then you can see here, this is the answer from the chatbot. And again, you can see I pasted the whole answer in as it was, and then just at the bottom, rate this score out of 10 and give me your feedback. As simple as that, and it will give me its feedback. So for this one right here, it gave me an 8.5 out of 10, and I think that is really, really good. Like, I have to say, I think that is really good. Now, I'm not going to go through and read all of it. I'm going to scroll through slowly, pause it at any point and read through it yourself. But across the board, you can see 8.5 out of 10. In the conclusion, the response is well structured, insightful, and demonstrates a strong grasp of the topic. It successfully navigates the complex intersection of technology, ethics, and society, offering a thoughtful and balanced analysis with a bit more philosophical depth, specific examples, and global perspective. It would reach an even higher level of sophistication. I think that's really, really good. Now, granted, you could take this and test it with Claude Sonnet or Perplexity or whatever else you want. Okay, so moving on now to its AI image generation capability. It is absolutely, I genuinely think, right up there, touching the board with Midjourney. And again, whilst Midjourney does have that slight advantage for more consistency and just more overall realistic looking images across the board, humans, landscapes, space, this, that, whatever, and its flexibility to do more things, by any means, that does not mean this one is not powerful enough or it doesn't have the capabilities. Quite the opposite. Now, just a couple of little details. What I'm going to show you is two separate threads. The first one that I thought was really, really great and it actually blew up in the terms of it went viral and Elon himself reposted it. It's to a guy on an account called Tech Halla, and I followed him for a while. His stuff is really great, so please go and follow him. He's great with the stuff he puts out there. He created this, and he created this thread on X, and it was different images that he created in the first 24 hours of using the AI image generator. So we're gonna have a look at his first, then I made an equivalent sort of thread recently, playing around with it, doing my own testing, and I'll show you that as well in terms of the variation of the images that you can create. And if we scroll down, you can see this is the first one right here. So again, I won't read out all of the prompts. All the prompts are at the top, but please read it, have a look at it yourself. But you can just see again, the images just look really nice. They have a very realistic tone to them, and something that it does really well, it puts writing onto images where other ones like Midjourney still struggle with that a lot. Even DALL-E with ChatGPT, it struggles a lot. This is probably the best that I've seen personally. You see here, this is a World of Warcraft character. Again, pause it, read the prompt, really nice detail. This one I thought was stunning personally. This is the Black Afro geisha wearing headphones, pink smoke, and you can read the rest. But again, just the detail. And I think, again, you can sort of see it looks a little bit cartoony, more of the shine on her skin, the forehead, look around here as well. It doesn't look like it has depth to it, like the hair, for example, looks like it has volume. Then just here, it looks a little bit flat. So that's where you can see it's still an AI image with the shine and like the bits I've just said. But again, in the background, the smoke, the texture of the trees there with the blurry background, looks stunning. Even the detail on the, I don't know what you call that, the gown itself, looks really beautiful. Like this one did really stand out to me. I thought it was stunning. This one was funny, a gigantic fluffy rabbit in the World Book of Records. There you go. Just again, looks really good. But again, you can tell it looks a little bit cartoony, but really great image. This one I thought, again, beautiful. Look at the detail, the shadow, the definition of the back as well, to say it's extremely low light. And then just, yeah, the hair, look at the individual hair, the ends there, just really beautiful, overall beautiful image. And to some extent looks quite realistic. We have Google Street View of aliens, nice. And then this one again, look at the detail on the hand here. I don't know what that is, the wristband, call it that. The fingers, the sword, the detail, the way the sun hits. It is beautiful. Looking in the blurry backgrounds again. So really, really good. And then just a monster, detailed monster, looks good, nice. Like the animation style detail. Moving on to my one. So here are my favorite images I've made. Made a little one with Darth Vader, animated in Pika Labs. And if we go down, so I just tried to create a different variation of images that were animated, 3D, realistic, and different ones in between. So the first one here, we have Mario Kart, a big part of my childhood, but look at the detail on the kart, the animation style. I think it just looks beautiful there, like the individual, I don't know what it's meant to be, water, rain, but, and then the details at the back, you've got Yoshi, Luigi, Donkey Kong looks a little bit, tiny bit funky, but not bad. And I just think it looks really cool. I love what they've done with it. Then if you go down, we have Elon Musk as Captain America. But again, look at the detail, cartoony looking-ish, but nice. This one again is one of my favorite top 3 shots I've ever seen in my life. It is of the Afghan girl. I've tried to replicate it a few times in different, like Leonardo, in Midjourney, because I just think the original image again is just striking and it's just a stunning image. But this is the equivalent image that is created here. The details here are just, the nose looks a little bit weird. It just looks flat. It doesn't look like it has depth to it. But then again, you can see here on the eyes, it looks like it has a nice depth to it and layers, and it just looks really beautiful and striking. So not bad. It looks a little bit cartoony overall, but I think they're going in the right direction. And I just think again though, the texture difference here on the gown, the hood, really beautiful. And I just really love it. We have Donkey, who was trying to be from Shrek. So I just think that's a really cool image, very friendly, very light. This one was a AI image that I saw on a video of Matt Wolf's, where he was talking specifically about the Flux One model, where you could get access to it and use it, which again I didn't do because I'm using it through this. But again, just a very realistic looking image. Looks again that little bit of a shine there. The hair particles, all that individual look really good, really nice, really lovely. If we go down, we have a full body shot, but I wouldn't say it's a full body, it's like a top shot. But nonetheless, beautiful lighting, looks a little bit cartoony, but it's not. Again, the hair details though, I really love it. Again, it's just on that cusp of realistic and cartoony. But again, here we go, FPV drone at the Angel Falls. I wanted it to be in Venezuela, but that's the image I got. Then this I thought was a great image. And then I will read this one out. First person view holding a sword, walking through an army before battle, men with emotions on their face, eyes full of fear, honor, and bloodthirst. And again, I thought this is possibly my favorite image in terms of detail on the face. And it just looks really, really beautiful, striking. And I feel like it really followed the prompt well for what I was asking for, other than the fact I said first person view, to be fair. But this is what it created, and I think it's really great with the result. And then final one, Batman, silhouette from behind. Love the textures, love the detail, love the colors and the blurred background. So yeah, and that's it really. And then yeah, follow me at the bottom with Pikachu there. So that's what I think of all of that. So now onto the final bit. I want to give you a quick overview of what the new interface of Grok actually looks like, and the updates they've done to it, and how it is unique, how it has the unique approach of using real-time data specifically from its users, as it said in its own words. It doesn't have direct access to the internet. So what does that look like, having a direct access to the users that basically feed it? Well, let's jump into my laptop and I'll quickly show you. This is the Grok interface. You find it, if you don't know, on your side panel here, Grok. There you go. And this is where you come up. Up here is where you have now the Grok 2 Mini, though it says the Mini in the beta. And I know I've just said before as well that it has Grok 2 and then Grok 2 Mini. So far, I've only personally had access to Grok 2 Mini, and I know in the Mini, it says you can't create AI images. Well, at the minute you can. So that's why I've been creating the images, and I assume other people have been using it as well, but I assume that will change after the beta, but it is again, still in beta. But again, you have access to the fun mode, on or off. I don't really ever use the fun mode personally, but it's there if you want to play around with it. But this is the interface, so you can go ahead and ask it anything. You have prompts right here to say, what do you want it to do? Help you write a cover letter, solve something with Python, tell me today's headlines, recommend a fancy RPG game. And then below, you also have access to the latest trending hashtags. So you could have a look what's going on. So I'm assuming currently I'm in Spain filming that. It's the start of a new football season. So I'm going to assume Villarreal is to do with football. So for example, if we want to look at the latest news, let's just click this. I guess it's going to be football. What is the latest trend? Why is it trending? So again, football, like I said, they have been experiencing a mix of trends and developments in recent times, performance trends, coaching changes, and then just in real time, it's giving you all this information. Now, personally, I don't really follow football, but you can just get the point. And if you go down, high offensive potential, what says given these points, the trend could be summarized as a team with, okay, and then like that. Then at the bottom, it gives you the trends of where they are coming from, where it's getting the information from. You can see how this would be very beneficial to you, depending what you film and on what you use. What is your channel about? Are you again, like I just referred to, are you a YouTube news channel? Well, then this is one of the best places to get real-time news. You're not gonna get it anywhere better, in my opinion. Also, which is what I love with X personally, this is where I get a lot of my ideas, and let's see the latest trends specifically of the AI. In the AI space, like I said, with Tech Hala, like I just saw that, you get a lot of real-time data with that, and I've not found anywhere better where I get access to that on any other platform than directly here, directly with, specifically related to AI news, AI images, AI anything. Though I think this is really great, again, with everything, and as I approach everything, nothing is perfect. There are cons and there are pros with everything. So first off, for a change, I'm going to start with the cons. And the first one that I'm going to say is, whilst I love this, the one thing that I use ChatGPT for a lot is uploading files, interacting with pictures, documents, just different things in general, having that ability to upload files, telling it to create a PDF file, download it. You can put information into a specific place and create like a sort of digital filing cabinet. ChatGPT is incredible for that. Even if you're creating AI images and you want to upload a reference image to ChatGPT to then create something with DALL-E, you can't do that with Grok at the minute. And that is something that I think is a drawback. I hope they can do something like that in the future, and everything I've just said, I think that would be really cool. Again, another thing, I am comparing it to ChatGPT. I would love to be able or the place that you could create your own equivalent of a GPT, your own specific chatbot or GPT or whatever you want to call it, but on Grok. And every time you go into it, it knows that it's about you. So if you are a brand, a company, and you want to interact with it about your SEO, your keywords, some products, how your video has performed, whatever it may be, there are different use case scenarios. I think that is something, combined with the real-time access Grok has to its user base, I just think that would be a really powerful tool. That's something I would love to see also. And I've already touched on this, but I'd like to be able to see it create PDF files that I can download and use. So again, you could say, you could ask it to give you the layout of a PDF file with all the information, and you could just copy and paste it into a Word document or Pages, depending on what you use. That would be really good. But aside from that, those are really the only cons really that I say. And then going on to this now, pros. First off, this is $8 a month. So for $8 a month currently, aside from what else you get with posting and uploading videos and whatever, just looking at it purely, getting access to an AI chatbot, you get for $8 a month access to Grok with real-time data like I've just shown you, but also, which is really interesting, it is the cheapest AI image generator out there at the minute. I think the base level of Midjourney, for example, I think is maybe $10 or $20, so maybe a $2 difference or $12 difference. Go and check that. But either way, it is the cheapest for what you get. And then it is also, even if you are comparing it to Midjourney isn't a chatbot, it's just an AI image generator. Grok is a chatbot. It is also an AI image generator. So I just think it is great value. And if you're new watching this and you want to test it out, I'm not saying buy it or don't, but if you're interested in the space in terms of value right now and you want to play around with AI image generation, you're not going to find much better with what that offers in terms of value right now. Then the other pro, again, which I like, I am against wokeness. I think that the fact that it has free speech baked into it, again, I'm saying this from a balanced approach, and I'm assuming you're watching this as an adult, so you're able to compute and dilute and dissect what I'm saying as an adult. So that's the way I'm saying that. So again, the way it has freedom of speech and it doesn't try and change narratives like it did, like Google Gemini did in the video that I showed you beforehand, where it was just taking AI images and creating unfactual based historical images and then taking them out of context and saying that was right when it clearly wasn't. I also think it gives very unique answers which are balance centered. So again, builds onto what I've just said. And the final one, just a quick one, the interface. The interface I think has been cleaned up. I think it gives a better, just because you have those pre-prompts there so you can click it, it all really gives you an idea of what it can do. This is really user-friendly, and I just want to give them a big thumbs up to say it's just very nice, very lovely, and very user-friendly. So that's a big tick from me. That's my opinion. That's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comment down below. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope you found it beneficial and helpful. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.